Make sure to have these 10 basic safety rules in mind when operating any machine. Number 1. Instructor's permission must be obtained before using any machine or portable electric tool. 2. Be sure that the switch is in the off position before you plug in the electrical cord. 3. Eye protection must be worn when operating all machines and portable electric tools. 4. Do not wear baggy clothing that could be caught in revolving parts. 5. Before starting, be sure that you have a good footing and that your work area is free of obstacles. 6. Excessive pressure while operating portable electric tools and machines may damage the tool and cause an accident. 7. All work should be properly secured before applying the tool. 8. Disconnect the cord plug from the power outlet before making any adjustment or replacing a blade or cutter. 9. Keep your fingers away from the blade, cutters, or bits. 10. After using a tool or machine, always clean up after yourself so that the others have a safe and clean workspace. Before beginning, double check that safety glasses are worn, all hair is secured, and that loose or baggy clothing is restricted or removed, including jewelry of any sort. Before plugging the machine, check that the workspace around your feet and around the drill of the machine is totally clear and that the machine is in the off position. Clamp down the material you want to use. Remove the chuck key and make sure to tighten the bit. Make sure the drill speed is at the correct setting. Plug in and turn on the machine. Line up the bit with the desired hole before drilling. If long material is not clamped down, make sure the excess is to the left as to not hit you if it were to swing round. Keep a good quick pace when finally drilling. Turn off and unplug the machine and then clear materials, remove drill bit, and replace chuck key. Never attempt to clear materials while the drill is on. Before beginning, double check that safety glasses are worn, all hair is secured, and that loose or baggy clothing is restricted or removed, including jewelry of any sort. Before plugging in the machine, check that the workspace around your feet and around the blade of the machine is totally clear and that the machine is in an off position. Set the machine to the correct speed while also plugging it in and turning it on. When beginning the cut, make sure to always slide the material along the base of the platform in the left direction, as to not lose control of the material. Keep fingers at least 3 inches away from the disc at all times. If this cannot be done while holding the material, use a jig or extension material to sand. Make sure the machine has come to a complete stop, is off, and unplugged before clearing any material. Never clear any material while the machine is in motion. Before beginning, double check that safety glasses are worn, all hair is secured, and that loose or baggy clothing is restricted or removed, including jewelry of any sort. Before plugging in the machine, check that the workspace around your feet and around the blade of the machine is totally clear and that the machine is in the off position. Check that the top guard is securely over the blade. Place the material down so that your non-dominant hand secures it by pushing down and back on the material. Make sure that your hand is at least 3 inches away from where the blade lands. Plug in the machine and use your dominant hand to hold down on the on button. Move the saw at a slower pace, making sure to hold the button down the entire time. Cut all the way through the material before lifting the saw back up. Never let go of the material with the non-dominant hand during any time of the cut. Once the machine is off and unplugged, clear materials from the workspace. Never do so while the machine is on and plugged in. Before beginning, double check that safety glasses are worn, all hair is secured, and that loose or baggy clothing is restricted or removed, including jewelry of any sort. Before plugging the machine, check that the workspace around your feet and the material itself is clear of any extra material, items, or people. Insert the nail of the correct size and take your finger away from the trigger. Now connect the air pressure hose to the gun. Never hold the gun by this hose under any circumstances. Always hold the gun with your dominant hand and keep your non-dominant hand out of range. Line up the tip of the nail gun to the wood you wish to nail. Before pushing the trigger, make sure that there is room for the kickback or recoil of the gun. Once finished, remove the air hose, put down the nail gun, and clear materials. Never do so while holding the gun, even if suspected to not be loaded. Before beginning, double check that safety glasses are worn, all hair is secured, and that loose or baggy clothing is restricted or removed, including jewelry of any sort. Before plugging in the machine, check that the workspace around your feet and around the blade of the machine is totally clear and that the machine is in the off position. Also make sure the guard above the blade is adjusted to the right height. Plug in the machine and turn it on. Now that the machine is on, make sure you have a good footing and grab the material you are using and begin cutting. While cutting, keep your fingers at least 3 inches away from the blade. If this cannot be done, make sure to use a push deck under all circumstances. Also avoid backing out of the cut as much as possible. When the cut is complete, turn the machine off and unplug it. Never clear any material on the workspace while the machine is still on and plugged in.